You'd think she were the first white woman to ever have a baby.
I mean, who could have told him about every date that I have had in the past 18 months? I mean, when it's read out of context, it makes me sound like a loose woman.
I'm Loretta Hicks, Congressman Johnson's office.
Yelling, yo, baby, can you help a brother out?
Honey, breakfast isn't half bad. It is the bomb.
Only club I go to is Bible Club. Now, who took that picture of me?
Who has ever had a dream and thought your dream?
I mean, look directly in the mirror and love what you see. And if you can't love it, respect it.
Hi, I'm Sheryl Lee Ralph, and I just received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Is what?
She almost gave up. Hollywood said no again and again. But then, she stood on that Emmy stage and made history. This Wonder Woman rocketed from Rutgers University at the tender age of 19, making history as one of the youngest graduates.
It was bloody brilliant.
Oh, thank you for that assessment, Mr. Weasley.
So, who is she, you ask? She's the indefatigable, the indomitable Sheryl Lee Ralph, a woman who can belt a tune.
And I know.
Deliver a monologue, and probably even juggle flaming swords if she put her mind to it. Raised in the vibrant culture of Jamaica and the busy streets of Long Island, she first caught the acting bug in a high school production of Oklahoma. Yeehaw, right?
I am an immigrant's child. I'm very much American, but I'm definitely Jamaican.
Her journey from there is nothing short of epic. From grabbing one of the first Irene Ryan acting scholarships to lighting up both the Great White Way and the silver screen. Fresh out of the cap and gown, Ralph dives headfirst into the deep end of the acting pool. Her big screen hello came with a piece of the action back in '77.
I've been paying attention. That's what's wrong.
And she barely had time to dry off before popping up on the tube with a cheeky cameo in Good Times.
JJ, darling.
But hold on to your hats, because it wasn't until Ralph belted her way into the hearts of Broadway audiences as Dina Jones in Dreamgirls that she truly caused a sensation. This musical, which was like a sizzling gossip column set to music, loosely chronicled the rise and fall of a Motown-esque titan. Critics lost their minds, audiences went bananas, and Ralph snagged a Tony nom faster than you can say showstopper. Now brace yourself for this, because it sounds like fiction, but it's not. Despite being the shining star in a cultural phenomenon like Dreamgirls, Sheryl Lee Ralph walked away with $1. Yes, you heard that right. $1 single.
Damn!
In an eye-opening sit-down with Afrotech, Ralph didn't just spill the tea. She poured the whole pot. We signed away the rights for $1, she confessed. Her voice a mix of disbelief and resolve. $1. We didn't know better. We didn't have the power. We had the dream. And just like that, the velvet curtain glamour of Dreamgirls peeled back to reveal the sharp, cold machinery of show business. Ralph and her fellow castmates had electrified audiences, pouring their hearts into every soaring note, every shimmering costume, every soul-crushing ballad. And yet, not a single dime in royalties. Not a cent for the blood, sweat, and brilliance they gave.
What they're doing is unconscionable. We need to let them know that either they reverse their decision or there are going to be consequences.
It wasn't just a contract, it was a cautionary tale. But here's where this story flips. Ralph didn't let that $1 define her. She turned it into a battle cry. I will never let another young artist sign their dream away for scraps, she vowed. She became a lighthouse for a new generation of creators, waving the flag for fair contracts and fierce negotiation. Her pain became their armor, and she didn't slow down, not even for a beat.
To all of you watching here, come close to the screen and listen.
After Dreamgirls, Ralph didn't retreat into silence or bitterness. No, she jumped headfirst into the soap world with Search for Tomorrow, serving fire and drama like it was her birthright.
Have you even been back to the Centel since they brought the baby home from the hospital?
Then came It's a Living, where she redefined sitcom sass as the unforgettable Ginger St. James. And in '84, she hit us with In the Evening, a disco anthem that didn't just chart, it shook dance floors from Harlem to Hollywood.
In the evening, something happens that I can't describe.
Then came 1984, and Sheryl did what all icons do. She dropped an album, signed by Sid Bernstein, the same guy who brought the Beatles to America, so no pressure. She released her one and only studio album, In the Evening. And what did the title track do? Oh, just casually danced its way up to number 5 on the Billboard Dance Chart and sneak onto the UK Singles Chart at number 64. Because even across the pond, the Brits couldn't resist a disco beat and Ralph's velvet voice. From underpaid icon to empowered force of nature, Lee turned $1 into a legacy. Her next big gig? Oh, it was major. Picture this, the spotlight hits, cue the theme song, and boom, there she is, stepping into the iconic role of Dee Mitchell, the no-nonsense, heart of gold mama to none other than Brandy's Moesha.
Even if you have to leave. That was really bold, Frank.
1996. Family drama, teen chaos, and Dee holding it down like the queen she is.
Your father found your birth control pills in the trash.
Am I gonna die, Dee?
Sheryl wasn't just cast as Dee Mitchell on Moesha. She became Dee Mitchell, the wise, strong, no-nonsense heartbeat of the Mitchell household. For 5 seasons, she was the moral compass, the steady hand, the woman who could level an entire room with just one glance. She played Dee not as a character, but as a calling. But then, something shifted. In a twist worthy of a daytime soap opera, Moesha threw a scandalous curveball into the mix. Frank Mitchell, the pillar of moral fortitude, was revealed to have fathered a secret son, Dorian, from an extramarital affair.
I'm not your uncle, Dorian. I'm your father.
This bombshell didn't just drop, it exploded, challenging the family-friendly image the show had cultivated.
What about caring? What about trust? I mean, how much longer are you going to keep it a secret, Frank? How you brought the boy into our home?
Sheryl, embodying the virtuous Dee, found herself at the epicenter of this drama. Concerned that her character's halo was at risk, she voiced her dismay, fearing the storyline was more suited to the young and the restless than the wholesome family vibes of Moesha. In an interview filled with the kind of reflective zingers you'd expect at a Hollywood rap party, Sheryl told AV Club, Moesha was a dream job until it turned into an episode of Jerry Springer. Her decision to exit the show wasn't just about creative differences. It was a comedic masterclass in knowing when to leave the stage amidst rising chaos.
I swear I'll make it up to everybody.
Frank! I don't think you can.
This bold move highlighted not just a clash of ideals, but the importance of keeping one's character both on screen and off from veering into the absurd. Behind the scenes, the show began drifting into directions Sheryl couldn't co-sign. And that, my friends, is how you exit a show. With grace, with guts, and with your legacy intact. Fast forward to 2021, and Sheryl is back on the small screen, stealing scenes in the hit sitcom Abbott Elementary. She plays Barbara Howard, a veteran teacher who's probably seen more school lunches than we've had hot dinners.
What in the earth, wind, and fire is going on here?
You could hear a wig drop.
Sheryl rocked this role so hard, she scooped up the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series, making her the second Black actress to nab this win since Jackée Harry in 1987 for 227. Oh, and she didn't stop there. 2023 brought her the Critics' Choice Television Award for Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series.
Thank you to the critics! Thank you!
As if that wasn't enough, in October 2022, Sheryl got a massive shout-out from Jamaica itself, landing the Order of Jamaica for her contributions to film. And talk about making a splash, she belted out Lift Every Voice and Sing at the Super Bowl pre-show in 2023. Then, later that year, she made history as the first celebrity and the first Black person to play Mrs. Claus in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Seriously, she's breaking barriers left, right, and center.
Okay, and guess what? Look up there. There's our Mrs. Claus, the radiant and immensely.
And just when you think she's done, nope. In 2024, Sheryl sang her heart out for President Joe Biden at a mega fundraiser. Honestly, what can't this woman do? Sheryl Lee Ralph has been through it, and she tells it with a grace that somehow makes it even more gutting. You ever hear a story so wild it makes you sit up straight?
Yes!
There she was, on set, dressed up, in the zone, nailing her role. And then, like some twisted plot twist, this guy, from the same network, decides to plant a kiss on her. No permission, no warning, just bam, in front of the entire crew. And what did they do? Shrug. Tell her not to make a fuss. Like her comfort was a commercial break they could skip. But it didn't stop there. Another man, another moment. They just met. And he thought her personal space was free real estate. 1 touch, 2, 3, until she finally calls him out later at dinner.
Get your dirty mitts off of me. What do you think you're doing?
You'd think the room would freeze for him, right? Nope. They turn on her. The shame, the silence, it fell on the wrong person. And then came the slap. Not metaphorical, not emotional, a literal slap. During rehearsal for Dreamgirls, a director thought that was okay. She reported it. Union reps responded like she was just being sensitive. Maybe take a little time off, they said. He's worth keeping around. Still not done. There was that moment, maybe the most cutting of all, when she was told she wasn't black enough for a role. As if her very existence didn't check some imaginary box. But here's the plot twist. She rose. She took every insult, every bruise, every insult wrapped in a smile, and turned it into fuel. Not revenge, not bitterness, power. Because Sheryl didn't just survive the industry. She redefined what surviving looks like, with her chin up, her voice steady, and her legacy untouchable. But Sheryl isn't just about the drama. She's also a sorority sister with Delta Sigma Theta. Got her honorary badge while the slots were ringing in Las Vegas, no less. And don't forget those honorary degrees she's been collecting like pearls at a debutante ball. One from Tougaloo College and another from Rutgers, where she practically had the crowd eating out of her hand. In a world where stars often fade, Sheryl Lee Ralph's light only shines brighter. From her Broadway breakthrough in Dreamgirls to her Emmy-winning role on Abbott Elementary.
How old are you, Raya?
Her story has always been one of power, poise, and undeniable presence. But off the stage, her most profound role has been that of mother. She's the proud parent of 2 children, Etienne and Ivy Victoria.
My children are everything to me.
Etienne's story, in particular, showcases not just his strength, but hers. After surviving a brutal mugging that left him with a concussion and memory loss, Sheryl showed up not with panic, but power. She publicly spoke out, using her platform to highlight safety and healing while fiercely protecting her son's dignity. Her love isn't performative, it's warrior level. She's also a devoted wife to Pennsylvania State Senator Vincent Hughes. And in true Sheryl fashion, their love story is anything but typical.
He has his light to stand in. I have my light to stand in.
They've been married for nearly 2 decades and have never lived under the same roof. It works for us, she says with a smile that lets you know she's always known her own rhythm. With an estimated net worth of $5 million, her wealth isn't just financial, it's cultural. She's rich in legacy, layered in advocacy, and absolutely dripping in divine Black woman excellence. And when she finally received her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, she didn't just thank the people who lifted her up. She thanked the ones who told her no, because every no helped carve out the unstoppable force we now celebrate. Sheryl Lee Ralph didn't just earn a star, she is one. The kind that guides, inspires, and reminds us all that grace and grit, when fused together, can light up the world. To all those who told me no, I say thank you.
But JJ, you are on my mind so much. I saw your face on